Almost all businesses have public liability insurance, and most are gonna want to save a little bit of money on that cost. Let's say you have a landscaping business, and when you go to the insurance company to get your public liability insurance, or you talk to your broker to get the insurance, you tell them, hey, I am a landscaper. When the insurance company hears that, they're going to assume the worst. They always assume the worst. So if you tell them you're a landscaper, their brain's automatically thinking, hey, you're probably doing landscaping in an industrial site, next to some power lines, and so many things could go wrong. But in reality, you might just be taking your lawnmower, walking down to a couple houses down and mowing the neighbours' lawns, and then doing that for a few hours in the neighbourhood. And those are very different risks, even though they're technically called the same thing. So let's go back to that landscaping example and think, how do we actually solve this? Well, if you're doing a purely residential work, you need to go into more detail about landscaping of residential properties. And if it's only lawn mowing, then you'd be like lawn mowing only residential properties, nothing else. Now, by doing this, by declaring a business activity in this way, you're also lessening your cover. So you've got to make sure, because they're saying landscaping, that means that anything that falls under landscaping is covered. But if you just say lawn mowing, then only lawn mowing is covered. So you got to watch out for that. But if you're only doing lawn mowing, then you want to say lawn mowing because you're going to get a cheaper price because the risk is lower. If you're doing multiple different things, let's say you're doing some industrial landscaping, but you also do residential, you want to make sure you split out the amount of business you're doing in each. So if you're doing 70% of your work is industrial landscaping, 30% of your work is residential, you need to tell the insurance company that, because then they'll charge you a premium not entirely on industrial, but somewhere in the middle of industrial and residential. And it's going to save you a bit of money, especially if you're a bigger business, because of course the more premiums, there's a little bit of percentage, that's even more money. A good broker will do this for you or prompt you to do it automatically, but always keep in the back of your head that the more specific you are, the more accurate your premium is, and thus the more money you are going to save.